You bought the kit. You poured the slab. You bolted the arches. You stood back and looked at this curved steel shell and thought you were almost there. And then the problem started. Condensation on every steel surface. Heat in summer that made the interior uninhabitable. A floor plan that fought every piece of furniture you tried to put in it. End walls that leaked at the base every time it rained. Nobody warned you about any of this before you bought the kit. This video is the warning. And more importantly, it is the solution. Because every one of these problems has a fix. And every fix is simpler and less expensive than you think if you know what you are doing before you start. If honest information about what actually goes wrong in alternative home builds and exactly how to fix it is what you need, Affordable Tiny Living is exactly the right channel. Subscribe now. Hit the notification bell. We give you the information that saves builds. The Quonset hut is one of the most appealing entry points in alternative residential architecture. The shell cost is genuinely low. A new manufacture Quonset arch kit for a 400 square foot footprint runs $8,000 to $20,000 delivered to site. Assembly requires minimal construction experience. The curved self-supporting structure needs no internal columns and no complex framing. And the resulting interior volume, a full curved ceiling rising to the apex above a completely open floor plate, is spatially extraordinary. The problem is that the Quonset hut was designed as a military field structure. Not a home. And the gap between what a field structure needs to do and what a full-time residence needs to do is wide enough to swallow a build budget if you are not prepared for it. The 5 problems we are about to walk through are the most common, the most expensive when ignored, and the most completely solvable when addressed correctly. By the end of this video you will know exactly what they are, exactly why they happen, and exactly how to fix every single one. Let us start with the one that destroys more Quonset home interiors than any other problem on this list. Problem 1. Condensation on the curved steel surface. Steel conducts heat. That single material property is the root cause of the most persistent and destructive problem in any Quonset home that has not been correctly insulated. When the interior of the home is warm and humid from cooking, breathing, and bathing, and the exterior steel surface is cold from the outside air temperature, the warm humid interior air contacts the cold steel and drops its moisture as condensation directly onto the curved ceiling surface above your living space. In a Quonset home without interior insulation, condensation forms on the steel surface on every cold night and every humid day. It runs down the curved interior surface toward the floor. It soaks insulation that has been incorrectly installed. It promotes rust at the corrugation valleys where water pools. And it creates the conditions for mold growth on every organic material it contacts. This is not a minor inconvenience. It is a building pathology that can render a Quonset home unlivable within 2 to 3 years if not addressed. The fix. Closed-cell spray polyurethane foam applied directly to the interior face of the corrugated steel and the arch ribs. Not open cell. Not bad insulation between a secondary framing system. Closed-cell spray foam. The closed-cell foam does 2 things simultaneously. It provides an R value of R6 to R7 per inch of thickness, allowing you to achieve R25 to R35 across the full curved surface with a 4 to 6 inch application. And it creates a continuous vapor barrier that prevents warm interior air from ever contacting the cold steel surface. No vapor contact. No condensation. The problem is eliminated at its source. Application cost for closed-cell spray foam on a 400 square foot Quonset interior runs $4,500 to $8,500 depending on thickness and your location. This is the single most important dollar you spend on a Quonset home build. Do not substitute a cheaper alternative. Open cell foam allows vapor transmission and does not solve the condensation problem. Bad insulation between a secondary frame creates a cold steel surface behind the insulation layer that condenses freely. Only closed cell foam applied directly to the steel eliminates the problem completely. Problem 2. Extreme summer heat. Metal absorbs solar radiation. A bare corrugated steel Quonset shell in direct summer sun reaches exterior surface temperatures of 60 to 80 degrees Celsius on a hot day. That heat conducts through the steel into the interior with minimal resistance. In an uninsulated or poorly insulated Quonset home in a warm climate, interior summer temperatures regularly exceed 40 degrees Celsius. The space becomes uninhabitable before noon. Even with adequate interior insulation, the exterior steel surface is still absorbing solar radiation, and the thermal load on the building is significantly higher than a conventional home of equivalent size. The fix. Two solutions applied together deliver the most complete result. First, exterior surface treatment. A high reflectivity roof coating applied to the exterior steel surface reflects 70 to 85% of incoming solar radiation before it reaches the steel. The surface temperature of a Quonset home treated with a quality reflective roof coating drops by 20 to 35 degrees Celsius compared to bare galvanized steel in the same solar conditions. Interior temperature reductions of 8 to 14 degrees Celsius have been documented in controlled comparisons. Reflective roof coating for a standard Quonset tiny home runs $800 to $2,500 in materials and is an owner-applicable product requiring no specialist contractor. Second, apex ventilation. Hot air rises. In a Quonset home, the hottest air accumulates at the apex of the arch, the highest point of the interior. A continuous ridge vent running the full length of the apex allows that accumulated hot air to escape the building continuously. Paired with low-level inlet vents in the end walls, the ridge vent creates a thermal chimney effect that flushes the hot air from the interior and draws cooler air from the ground level in to replace it. Ridge vent installation on a Quonset home runs $600 to $1,800. Reflective coating plus ridge ventilation together reduce interior summer temperatures to within 4 to 6 degrees of ambient external temperature in most climates. Combined with the closed-cell foam insulation from Problem 1, the Quonset interior becomes genuinely habitable through summer without air conditioning. Problem 3. End wall leaking and water ingress. The end walls of a Quonset hut are the weakest weatherproofing point in the entire structure. The curved steel arch terminates at each end where it meets the flat end wall panel. That junction between a curved surface and a flat surface is geometrically complex. The corrugation profile of the arch does not sit flush against a flat end wall panel. There are gaps. And those gaps are where water finds its way into the building. In a military field structure, this was an acceptable compromise. Troops living in a Quonset hut expected some weather ingress through the end wall junction. In a full-time residence, it is not acceptable at all. The base of the end wall junction is the most vulnerable point. Water running down the interior curved surface during rain events pools at the base of the arch where it meets the concrete slab and the end wall. If the junction is not sealed correctly, that water finds a path out through the gap and back in again through the base of the end wall into the interior. The fix. A 3-layer sealing system at the end wall junction resolves this completely. Layer 1 is a closed-cell foam backer rod pressed into the gap between the corrugated arch edge and the flat end wall panel, filling the corrugation voids along the full perimeter of the junction. Layer 2 is a polyurethane sealant applied over the backer rod in a continuous bead running the full perimeter of the junction on both the interior and exterior faces. Polyurethane sealant maintains flexibility through the thermal movement of the steel structure across seasonal temperature cycles. Do not use silicone. Silicone does not adhere reliably to galvanized steel and fails at this junction within 2 to 3 years. Layer 3 is a self-adhering bitumen flashing tape applied over the exterior sealant bead, lapping 75 mm onto both the arch surface and the end wall panel surface. The flashing tape is the redundant water barrier. If the sealant is ever compromised by movement or UV degradation, the flashing tape prevents water ingress. Materials for this 3-layer system on a standard Quonset end wall run $200 to $600. The labor is achievable by an owner-builder with basic sealing experience. Done correctly, this fix eliminates end wall water ingress permanently. Problem 4. Furniture and storage against curved walls. This is the problem that nobody talks about in the Quonset home sales brochure. The curved interior walls of a Quonset home are beautiful in architectural photographs. In daily life they fight every piece of standard rectangular furniture you own. A standard wardrobe pushed against a curved wall contacts it at one point, the widest point of the cabinet, and leaves gaps above and below. A standard bookshelf leans away from the curve. A standard kitchen cabinet run leaves a widening gap between the top of the cabinets and the curved ceiling above. In a 400 square foot Quonset home where every square foot of floor area and every linear meter of wall is needed for daily function, this furniture problem is not a minor inconvenience. It is a spatial waste that accumulates across every wall in the building. The fix. 2 approaches, 1 principle. The principle is to stop fighting the curve and start designing with it. Approach 1 for owner-builders with limited budget. Freestanding furniture positioned away from the curved wall on the central flat zone of the floor plan. In a standard Quonset home, the lowest 30 to 40% of the curved wall on each side approaches a near vertical angle before the curve becomes pronounced. Furniture positioned with its back 300 to 500 mm away from the wall surface sits in a zone where the curve overhead is minimal. The gap between the furniture back and the wall behind it becomes a useful narrow storage zone accessible from above. Approach 2 for owners investing in a fully resolved interior. Custom curved back joinery fabricated to match the interior radius of the arch wardrobe units, kitchen cabinets, and shelving systems with a back panel curved to sit flush against the interior arch surface at every point. Custom curved back joinery requires a cabinet maker with CNC routing capability and adds 30 to 50% to the cost of equivalent standard cabinetry. The result is a Quonset interior where every wall surface is fully utilized and the curve is an asset rather than an obstacle. Problem 5. Acoustic problems and rain noise. Corrugated steel and rain are a combination that has a sound. Everyone who has ever stood inside a farm shed during a downpour knows exactly what that sound is. And in a full-time residence, that sound is the acoustic reality of every rain event that passes over the building for the life of the structure. But the rain noise is only part of the acoustic problem in an unresolved Quonset interior. The curved interior surfaces of the arch create focused sound reflections. Sound generated at one side of the curved interior bounces off the opposing curved surface and converges at a focal point in the room. Conversations at one end of the Quonset are clearly audible at the other end. There are acoustic hot spots where certain frequencies appear louder than the source warrants. The interior is acoustically alive in a way that becomes fatiguing over the course of a day. The fix. The closed-cell spray foam from Problem 1 makes the first and most significant contribution to the rain noise solution. A 4 to 6 inch layer of closed-cell foam applied to the interior steel surface adds meaningful mass and damping to the corrugated steel panel, reducing the transmission of impact noise from rain drops by 15 to 25 decibels compared to bare steel. The remaining rain noise and the acoustic reflection problems are addressed through interior lining. A 12 mm plasterboard or timber board lining applied over the spray foam surface on a secondary light gauge steel framing system adds further mass and acoustic absorption to the curved interior surface. The lining also breaks up the geometric precision of the curved reflective surface that creates focused sound reflections. Acoustic insulation bats packed into the secondary framing cavity between the spray foam and the interior lining add a further layer of sound absorption. A fully lined and insulated Quonset interior in heavy rain is comparable in acoustic comfort to any other well-insulated residential form. The rain is audible but not intrusive. Conversation is comfortable. The acoustic fatigue of the unlined steel interior disappears completely. Interior lining on a 400 square foot Quonset home with secondary framing and acoustic bats runs $6,000 to $12,000 in materials and labor. Every problem in this video is solved after the kit is purchased and the slab is poured. But the best time to address all 5 of them is before you spend a single dollar on the shell. Specify the correct steel gauge from the start. Standard Quonset arch kits are manufactured from 14 to 22 gauge corrugated steel. The lighter gauges are cheaper and adequate for agricultural storage. They are not adequate for a full-time residence. Specify a minimum of 14-gauge steel for any Quonset home application. The heavier gauge adds mass to the corrugated panel, which contributes directly to rain noise reduction, thermal performance, and structural resilience in high wind events. The price premium over lighter gauge steel runs 8 to 15% of the total kit cost. On a $15,000 kit, that is $1,200 to $2,250. The cheapest insurance policy on this entire build. Plan the insulation system before the slab is poured. The closed-cell spray foam system requires the spray foam contractor to access the interior curved surface from every angle. If mechanical systems, secondary framing, or interior linings are installed before the foam application, the foam cannot reach every surface correctly. Plan the sequence: slab, arch erection, end wall framing, spray foam application, mechanical rough-in, secondary framing, interior lining. In that order. Deviating from this sequence creates access problems that compromise the foam application and the insulation performance. Choose your end wall system before erecting the arch. The end wall junction sealing system is most effectively installed immediately after the arch is erected and before any end wall cladding or glazing is fixed. Retrofitting the sealing system around existing end wall elements is significantly more difficult and less reliable than installing it on a clean open junction. Have your end wall design and your sealing materials on site before the arch erection crew leaves. Budget realistically for the finished home. The Quonset arch kit is not the cost of a Quonset home. It is the cost of a curved steel shell. The total finished cost of a resolved Quonset tiny home inclusive of slab, kit, spray foam insulation, interior lining, end wall glazing, mechanical systems, kitchen, bathroom, and flooring runs $90,000 to $180,000 depending on specification level. The kit cost represents 10 to 20% of that total. Budget accordingly from day one. Every problem in this video was present in the same building 6 months before this footage was taken. Condensation. Summer heat. End wall leaks. Furniture fighting the curve. Rain noise making the interior uncomfortable. Every single one. And every single one was fixed. Methodically. In the correct sequence. For a total remediation cost of $38,000 on a shell that had originally been purchased for $14,000. The owner now lives in a Quonset tiny home that performs better thermally, acoustically, and structurally than most conventionally built homes at twice the total cost. The problems were not reasons to abandon the form. They were the price of admission to one of the most spatially extraordinary home types in alternative architecture. And knowing about them in advance is worth more than anything else this channel can give you. So here is the question I want you to answer in the comments right now. Knowing everything this video just covered, knowing the problems, knowing the fixes, and knowing the realistic total budget for a fully resolved Quonset tiny home, would you still build one? Or does the gap between the $14,000 kit price and the $90,000 to $180,000 finished home cost make this form less accessible than the shell cost marketing suggests? Because both reactions are completely legitimate. And the answer to that question determines whether the Quonset hut is the right shell for your build or the right inspiration for a different one. Drop it in the comments below. I read every single one. If this video saved your build or changed the decision you were about to make, that is exactly what affordable tiny living is here for. Share it with every Quonset home buyer who is still in the planning stage. The information in this video is worth far more before the slab is poured than after it. Subscribe so you are here when we go deeper on Quonset home builds, the full interior tour of the remediated home from this video, the cost breakdown of every fix, and the best new manufacture Quonset kits available right now across every budget level. All of that is coming exclusively to this channel. I am your host on Affordable Tiny Living. See you in the next one.